Welcome to the kitchen, where cookies are the cure for any bad day. Are y'all ready to whisk away your worries and dive headfirst into some cookie goodness?
Oh yeah!
Let's get going! All right, you guys, fair warning, these cookies have been known to disappear mysteriously fast. So be sure to keep an eye on your family or make a secret stash of dough and keep it in the freezer for later. It's time to grab your aprons and we're gonna bake up some chocolate trifecta cookies. You guys are gonna love these. For this recipe, you will need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup or 1 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter, melted and cooled for 5 minutes, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1 large egg and 1 egg yolk at room temperature, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1/2 cup of Ghirardelli white chocolate chips, 1/2 cup of dark chocolate chips, and 1/2 cup of these Nestle Toll House baking truffles with the dulce de leche. All right, y'all, for this recipe, we're gonna be using my KitchenAid mixer. If you don't have one, you can use your hand and a wooden spoon, I would recommend, or you can use your little handheld mixer. That'll work fine. Whichever way you do it, the cookies are still gonna turn out great. So we're gonna get started by adding our butter, our 2 sugars, and our egg to the mixing bowl. You're just gonna turn on your mixer to low speed and let that mix for just a minute. So after that mixes for just a minute or so, you're gonna start adding in the flour, the baking soda, the salt, and all the other ingredients except for the chocolate. I'll do just a little bit of that at a time. Baking soda, then I'm going to add the salt and the cornstarch, okay, the vanilla, and then I'm just going to add the rest of the flour. So once your mixture starts to look like this, then you can add your chocolate chips, and you're gonna do so gently. If you're using the mixer, make sure that you keep it on really super low, otherwise it's gonna break all the chocolate chips and the little truffles. Other than that, it's super simple. Making cookies is so easy, there's actually no reason not to. Then we're gonna add the chocolate chip, dark chocolate. And then the white chocolate. These are good. Ooh, girl. And it's that simple. So, what I like to do now is I form them all into little balls. I put them in the fridge and I let them chill so that they form. Taking a little spoon and we're gonna make little balls about the size of golf balls or ping pong balls. So you're just gonna take a little scoop, about that size, if you guys can see that, and then you form it into a little ball in your hand. And you're just gonna take that and put it in your bucket until you have a whole bunch of little balls, and then you're gonna chill them.
And the best part, you don't have to cook them all at once. You can store them in the fridge for about a week, or you can freeze them and store them for longer. Then you can make fresh, warm cookies any night you want. The reason why we form the balls now is because the dough is soft. If you wait and put all of the cookie dough in the fridge now, it'll be hard later, and when you go to form it into equal size cookie balls, it's gonna be hard to do.
All right, so once you finish with these, you're just gonna cover them and put them in the fridge for about an hour. Our cookie balls have chilled for about an hour, and now we're ready to bake them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a baking tray, and we're gonna line it with a piece of parchment paper, like so. If you don't have parchment paper, you don't need to use that. You could do a little baking spray, but I like using parchment paper. It's easy to clean, and also the cookies don't stick. So if you'll notice, you'll see these balls are nice and tough. If you cook them right after you make them, they're not gonna be as firm. So whenever they're firm like this, they'll keep their shape whenever you put them in the oven, and they melt down, but they'll stay nice and thick. And then you get the right texture. I always recommend to make a few extra cookies than you normally would, because everybody's gonna wanna have another one. All right, so you're just gonna wait for the oven to preheat to 325, and then you're gonna put these cookies in there for about 16 to 17 minutes.
Be sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell. Get notifications every time we post a video. For more cooking and drink videos, like our page. Have a good day.